here we go again, and we've got phthalo green being mixed with yellow ochre, and this is kind of an old favourite. It's a very good Australian landscape mixing colour for greens because it makes a strong dull green of various degrees of yellowness. Obviously the further you go, the yellower it gets. What's surprising is that if you come back this way, you'll see in a minute, this is phthalo blue with yellow ochre, and it just makes a darker colour, and you can see it's kind of, the green factor is coming out more than it does with the phthalo green in a way. We're still going here. Phthalo green again, mixed with acrylamide yellow deep, which is the yellow that has some orangish tinge to it. So that is dulling the green that's being mixed with it to look more to the area of dull greens. So your yellow might be acrylamide yellow deep, or it might even be yellow ochre, and then you mix that back with either phthalo green or phthalo blue, and as you can see, there's not a huge amount of difference between the effect of phthalo green and phthalo blue when there's a fair amount of the other color in the combination. And we have the same thing at the bottom with phthalo blue being mixed with acrylamide yellow deep. Now, of course, the acrylamide yellow is a stronger color than the yellow ochre, so it does make a more vivid green than the yellow ochre does. But if you look up and down the page, it's surprising, the more you get towards the yellow end of the page, the yellowish greens, there's not a huge amount of difference between the colors you get mixing with phthalo green and phthalo blue, is there? They're fairly close. The reason why the colors are a bit similar is that the choice of the yellow pigment starts to dominate as soon as the color becomes a little bit paler. So there is number 3, and it might not be the actual end of greens. We might see some more greens yet. So let's wait for the next exciting episode. I think there might be 2 ways that we can work out that you'll be able to use these color patches. One where you can download them on your phone so you can hold them up against subject matter if you happen to be painting outdoors, or you can use it indoors with photographs, I suppose. But the other thing that I think might be very useful to you is to take them as a starting point, print them out on your printer, and then you've got a recipe, get out your paint box and actually paint the colors for yourself on top of the colors that are reproduced in the printout. And I think especially if you're a beginner, that will be very useful reference material for you.